But then again, in one way, she thinks she can probably get me to do it. You know, I ain't on no schedule. There you go. They are days that I just, well, I told them before, I mean, there's days that I just hadn't even felt like picking my arms up. And now come find it's, that sugar and stuff. Hey, Tina.
Hey, Tina.
Hey, Alice. Huh?
Which Tina is that, by the way?
That's Tina Phillips.
Phillips?
Yeah. She's the one who got me that Raiders cut. Oh,
that's someone I
yeah, sorry I hadn't come live earlier a little bit, but I'm not on no time schedule. But hey, Lynn, she got off at 9, and then I fixed supper about 9:20, and then we just got done. I said, let's go in there and do it. Yeah, she was hungry, and I was too. I ate a bowl of cereal today, and that just didn't cut it. So we made us a pork chop.
It was good. I dipped mine behind mustard.
Honestly, I've been backing off my breads and stuff.
He has. He's been doing great on his bread.
Lynn says, "Hey."
Hey.
Yeah, gotta eat. But I. Yeah. Hey, Alicia.
Hey.
It's probably going to take, some time to really tell it. But it was either yesterday or day before yesterday one. I walked a pretty good bit. Yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And y'all eat hamburgers?
I work with them too much in order to want one.
I like a good hamburger, but I'm just trying to back away from stuff.
Actually, it reminds me of what I'm having tomorrow.
I need you to do me a favor. I did not know that. But it done messed around and cracked on me. It's falling apart.
Was that your last one?
Yeah. Mother's down at the table. But no, I like a good hamburger. Now, if we make any, I'll just make me like a hamburger steak and strain it real good and go that route. And watch her have all the fun with it. But I've been bouncing, and it's weird. It's really weird.
Yeah, did you have energy today?
Well, no, I no.
Like around 5.
I don't know what time it was. Well, I laid across the bed about 3 times today.
Well, I was only asking specifically about that because it was around 5 and I actually got energy to do anything.
Well, I thought it was of course I'm gonna drink my daggum coffee and my Mountain Dew, but
y'all know he ain't gonna back out of that.
But like when you get tired and just ain't got energy, you think, well, I'll just go lay on the bed, watch TV. Well, I've been bouncing from my coffee, and I ain't had but 2 all day.
That's good, babe.
That one I fixed, and the one you just fixed, and I got me a Star drink. And this is my first one the second one of the day. When I started feeling, like I wanted to lay down and everything, I got me one of them. I've been drinking on it, and I actually didn't go to sleep. I stayed up. Uh, but I checked my sugar, and it was decent. So just balancing it with them. That's weird.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't know my last one was going to break on me here. I thought I brought another one in here, but I didn't. Apparently. That don't make no difference. Let's see. You don't need to cook this air fryer. It cooks. It does. It cooks real good. Hey, Connie. AMZ. But I'm trying to uh, get myself where I can, do a little more. My dadgum yard needs raked, and that's like sweeping. Uh, that kills my daggum back.
it kills my back too, just so you guys know too.
And I tell you what, that is one thing.
I have a bad back just as him.
Which
is sad because of my age too on that one.
I don't think you got no herniated disc.
I have a bad back though. You know it.
You may have some muscle spasms and whatnot. And I told you where some of them muscle spasm things are.
I put them somewhere and I keep forgetting where I put them.
But
I might put them in that thing I got tonight.
Anyway, I'm trying to work myself up where I can kind of get out and work around in the yard a little bit. I want to rake that yard that's got leaves all in it, and need to pick up them sticks and stuff. And I just can't hardly do it. And I know it's a daggum shame, but that's just the truth of it. But yeah, the air fryer takes out a lot of grease.
What was?
The air fryer. Oh. When we fixing it, that tray just fills up at the bottom. No, I'm not going to cut my coffee or my Mountain Dew. They can all just go somewhere else with that.
I already know if anybody tries to say for you to do that, you're going to tell them to go somewhere, all right?
Yeah.
You don't touch your coffee.
But yesterday, let's see, where all did we go yesterday?
Graveyard.
Wait a minute. We went to
store.
We went to Dead Children's Playground.
Mm-hmm. We went to the store.
Went to the store, and we stayed in the store for a good while. Yeah. And I just grabbed a buggy. I didn't use no hoover around or nothing. But on my way out to the truck, I was having to hurry because my left side down here on the bottom started. And when mine does that, it feels like fire ants biting you. And they'll start at the very bottom and work its way up and climb up your neck, back of your head. I wouldn't wish it on nobody. You cooked a whole chicken in yours? You got one of them things too?
Speaking of chicken, you remind me of something.
What?
That song, which would be.
I need a rod to go in that thing. We like them linked sausages. Yeah. We can put them on the flat trays, but if we had that metal rod to go in it up at the top, we could just push probably 5 or 6 on there and just let it, rotate. Them things are good. Eat them with breakfast or a steak, whatever you're gonna do. over my sister's about a month ago. I did fall, but her their dog caught me. Thank goodness. JD, I need you to pray for Garvin. I'm really having a hard time with him. He's out taking his he's out taking his meds and just hanging around with a bad crowd. Everybody threw up prayers for Alice's son and family. And at the age he's in, he he knows the difference of who to run with and why he shouldn't. But sometimes it takes somebody just stepping up and saying, "Look, this ain't gonna work." Sometimes you got to give them an ultimatum for them to realize how far they've come and what kind of damage they've done. Yeah, y'all throw out prayers for Alice and family. Um, I did that when I was young, but when I got away from my teen years and stuff, I put away childish things. Um, okay. Um, well, it's only got a place for one up at the top. It's got a hole on one side and a hole on the other. Um, now I did that too, Alice. I ain't gonna lie about it. Which I ain't gonna lie about nothing no daggone way, but I I run with the wrong crowd when I was young. Hey, Savannah.
Hey, Savannah.
Well, there's so many bad things out there nowadays. The main thing I worry with is, well, used to you could. I'm just gonna be blunt. Used to you could smoke some weed, you know, everything be fine. Maybe take you a pain pill or two, everything be all right. Nowadays, the trouble is when you get things off the street, you don't know if it's laced with fentanyl.
That's so true.
And the only way to find out is where they take it, that's where they'll lay. And he don't need to go through that, and you don't need to be up there going through all this mess.
Mm-hmm.
They should be giving you some comfort instead of all this and all them arguing. Tell them hit the road, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
You don't deserve to have to deal with all that crap. Hell, I've done told you we'll come up there and get you, and you come down here and stay, and they don't like it, then kiss my ass. I'll get us a U-Haul and get your stuff out of storage and bring it down here and put it in the storage. Right, we got one now right over the road right here. And don't think we wouldn't either, because we would.
Trust me, I would make him.
You do not need to have all that on you like this. Wearing day in, day out. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing, Alice. You can tell somebody something till you're blue in the face. And when they're grown like that, they have to learn the hard way. Unless you give them ultimatum. You stop your crap or pack your stuff. You ain't got two choices. But you got to make sure that you put your foot down and hold your ground on it. If they say, well, fine, I'll find a place that say, well, that better be in the next couple of days, because if not, I'm putting it out myself. And start doing it. Well, he won't be on it long, love, if he keeps fooling around with the wrong crowd and getting stuff from off the street and stuff. I'm telling you guys, this fentanyl business, one of my cousins died of it. And, that's, it's not something that you can do and then come and tell somebody, say, hey, I think I took something that has, hurt me, that you don't have time. My cousin was right there in front of his closet putting his shoes on and just fell over dead in the closet. From the bed to the foot of his bed there at his closet. That's all it took. And you've been through enough. And I tell you something too, and you know this. When you start to get on your disability, they'll send you to one of their doctors. Not a doctor you pick. They'll send you to one of their doctors. If he's got something in his system, they will not line him up for it. Hey, Pamela, you don't need to be in that bunch of mess. All it takes is one phone call to us, and you're out. And like I said, any of them don't like it, they can kiss my ass. And I'd be the first one to tell them. Well, they're old enough, Alice, that you need to let them worry about their own crap. Because you can't help somebody that won't help themselves. I don't, even my daughters, I would try to help any which way I could. But as soon as I seen that they're not going to try to help themselves, they can pitch a tent somewhere. They can't. They can pitch a tent somewhere because I would not help. I'll be wasting my time and energy. But my children know that. And that's just the very thing you're going to have to let them know up there. Each and every one of them. Because you worry not just about him, you worry about the whole bunch. Tell them they can all have it up there and do what they want with it. But you're out, or either they're out. Whichever one they want to do. Tell them all you got to do is make a phone call. And I'll handle it when I get up there. Well, for him to get some sort of stable life and to be able to manage, he's going to have to learn from scratch. He's going to learn how to pay his bills. He's going to have to learn how to stay on top of all that, make sure that's his main priority. You know, there's just a lot that he's going to have to learn that, okay, it's time to be a man now. And I know it's your son and you want to baby him and whatnot. I used to get aggravated with mother. She always stood standing aside no matter what. And toward the end, hey, Donna, toward the end, uh, I thanked mother for not just handing over to me. If I wanted something, I had to work for it. And that's the best and the hardest gift you can give a child. Well, you know, he and it ain't just him. It ain't just him. It's that whole bunch, and you know it. Where if he, hey Holger, where if he realizes not, even them arguing, and somewhere in the back of his mind, he knows he still needs them, and he wouldn't know what to do if you put him in this ultimatum. That's all you got to do, really. Because then they're all going to step back and be like, she's fixing to cut out of here. Then their worry is going to start being, how do I go about taking care of everything around here? And that's when you say, look, that's your problem. I'm out. And I guarantee you, before the end of the month, they'll come to you with some kind of resolution. But you're going to have to give them an ultimatum. And like I said the other day, and I meant it, you granted to me in my heart and my mind, just like you are Christina. And don't think I won't come up there and go through it like a tornado, because I would. Hey, Lisa Ann, just put your foot down, love, and mean it. Yeah. If it says too long, they'll end up impounding it probably. Today ain't but the 23rd. Lord mercy. Well, how's everybody else doing? Y'all all okay? How's your mama doing, Pamela? Other night, that was neat. How I've not talked to her today. Um, the funeral was okay. I guess because Devon is more than just an aunt to her. More like her best friend kind of deal. And the last part of the viewing is what really got her. Like I said, I don't like telling one to bye or see you later or anything like that. I can't really deal with it. Christina walked her on, her and Wanda's daughter walked her on to the car, and I told her I loved her, and I kissed her on the forehead. She said she loves me too, and I'm sure in her mind everybody's just fading away, good deal. Glad she's doing good. I figured I'd give it a couple of days before I called out there. Um, she's lost a lot of people here lately. Mother, Larry, Helen, Devon now. It's it's took a toll on her. Uh, but I tell you what, though, they did a real good job on Devon. She looked like Devon. A lot of time they look kind of rubbery looking, but she looked really good. Uh, Patted her on the hand, and her son was standing behind me, and I turned around, and he hugged me, and I asked him, I said, "Hey, how you going? How you doing?" He says, "As good as I can." I told him, I said, I've been through this, so I know how you feel. As a matter of fact, I went through it twice. He said, "Yeah, you have." So sometimes it can be just a word or a handshake or a pat on the back. Sometimes can change somebody's whole day.
Just like a
Hey,
simple compliment.
yeah.
I know I did that a few times today.
Hey, Christy Lynn, how you doing today, love? And you in there baking candy?
Girl.
Gonna get us wound up tonight now. But now that we talking about it, yeah, y'all keep one in your good deal. Keep one in your thoughts and prayers. Um, I'm just afraid she's gonna be out there and just get in that depression stage, and it's not gonna be good for anybody. A lot of people just don't know her like I do. Driving home, you better be careful. Just gonna turn this thing on a little while and just see what they say before we start getting started here. Bless you, love.
Hey, you want to see the...
Wait a minute. My speaker ain't. Now do what? Did I want to see what?
I don't want to overlay it. I want to delete that.
Yeah, that's why I can't. That's why I don't go out there as much as I should. But then again, you never know when the last time you ever get to show or tell somebody that. But we can be backing up and started going down the road. Time I put it in drive, and she's already crying. And it. I just can't. I just can't hardly handle it. I want to cry. You know, it just does something to you. I know she don't want to, her daughter's side of the family and stuff. She's been like in a tug of war nearly, but I'm thankful that they've done that for Wanda. But they really haven't had to go through any goodbyes yet. So they take for granted whenever they leave, you know, her Wanda's daughter's house and this and that and other. Uh, you know, um, when they say "bye, I love you" and all this, they don't take it with a grain of salt. They just, you know, it's just the norm. But when someone's in turmoil like Wanda, and I'm not saying physically, but mentally, she is. She just don't like hurting anybody's feelings, and if she thinks she has, she'll run off and cry all day. Somebody hurts Wanda's feelings over the years. I've learned that's when I get cranky. Very, very cranky. Um, thank you, love. Thank every one of you. Um, and I know some of you new ones don't. Well, you may have seen her on some of my videos and whatnot, but I'm telling you, each one of you, if you ever met Wanda in person, you couldn't ever fall in love with her. She's just that type of person. Yeah, I know it. Talk to me. Hey, Summer. Yeah. Um. Yeah, she is. Uh, Thank you, Alicia. Uh, I believe it's crossed her daughter's mind a time or two here lately. Christy Lynn's on here. Tony, if you can hear me. Yeah, what, Summer? Tony? Christy? Is it a hey girl? She's here. She can hear you. Your earbuds just broke. Dadgummit. Bless you, Donna. Tony, is there anything you want to... Made it home. Good. Tony, is there anything you want to say to Christy? She's listening. She says, hey, Tony. Use the bathroom. Well, she might. I don't know. The other day, you hollered for her 7, 8, 9 times. And she's here listening, Tony. So, what do you want to say? Christy says, Tony, have you seen Dad? Yeah. Hey, Kim. Yeah, he's seen him. I'm gonna have this thing on for a while, so if you want to say something, Tony, feel free to jump in there and say it. I'm not gonna push nobody back tonight, so y'all feel free to talk. Because tomorrow, let me go ahead and just let everybody know right off the top. Tomorrow is gonna be our day. And y'all know how we practiced by I call a name, you give the full name, the question that you want asked. Nobody else type in nothing until I say next. We're going to start doing that till everybody just gets the hang of it. And like I said, tomorrow is going to be our day. It may take a while, so I may come on earlier. I need to. Today, I was wanting to, but I mean, I was getting so weak I couldn't even sit up. So I just laid across the bed about 3 times. So, anyhow, for y'all all to know, and I hate telling a specific time because anything can happen at any time, and I'm liable to not be able to do it at that moment. But she has to be at work at 1 tomorrow. Bless her, love. Everybody throw out a prayer for Christy Lynn's grandma. She's got that congestive heart failure too, and a lot of fluid built up. I know the feeling of. I've got right around 60 pounds nearly on me right now. It's not something easy to go through. But I'm gonna go ahead and set a time. And I want to try to make sure that I hit the live button at that time. Thank you. Everybody in the house throw out a prayer for her grandmother, because I guarantee you she'll do it for you. She'll be 104, January 13th. Well, she's seen something in her time. Christy Lynn's grandma. Lord have mercy. I had a great aunt that lived to be 105, and she lived off the land. She didn't do nothing but grow her own stuff and get herbs and junk out of the woods. And says she stopped counting at 105.
So she might be older than that.
My mama figures she's probably around 106, something like that. Yes. So tomorrow, 2:00, you can tune in, and I'll try to hit the start button at 2:00. So, and it may be an all evening thing, but Michigan Lifestyle 5842. Has anybody ever watched the movie Snake Eyes? No, I haven't. You took down your comment, Donna. What was it? Thank you, Alicia. Thank every one of you. So anyway, I'll say it again. Tomorrow at 2:00. Thank you. Thank you for that. Her, Christy's grandmother's got that congestive heart failure with a lot of fluid built up. Yeah. Hello? You're who? Wait a minute. Kim, what did you just say? I don't know who she's talking about, Christy, but she said, I'm worried about her making it. And then something about something. I forget now. You'll have to listen to it. It was at 35 minutes and some change. Report. What did that say? Something popped up and said, the dead speaking or something other reported or something. I don't know. I have no idea. That's how quick I can forget. Grandma, I heard it in a whisper. I heard it in a whisper. It said, I'm afraid she won't make it. And then she said something else. But whatever time it was that I said, go back to that time. Just start at 43 and listen back. And listen for the whisper, because it's all in a whisper. Yeah. You know I can't understand what you say when you talk like that. Tony, you said you miss her? Bless you. Kim, I heard you as well. Heard that whisper. Can you tell me what you whispered again? What feels different? Yeah. I just heard her say, I love talking. Crystal Lynn says, miss you guys too, more than you know. Grandma. What about Grandma? Not ready. MZ is on, yes. I miss you too. I'm glad you're here with hearts. Yeah. Tony, Tom, Kim, she's on. Christy's on. So if you guys want to say anything to her, just feel free. You got one batch done. Got 4 more to go. I'll be here tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I can't wait. Yeah, everybody have a chance tomorrow. But now, everybody remember, we're going to do it just the way we practiced yesterday. I'd like her to have her birthday. Yeah. Anthony, who is 14? Christy Lynn says, is Terry Chilson dad with you? Or yep, is. Heard a female say you were shot yesterday. Sorry to hear about that, love. I wish I could turn back time. Kim, you said not now, more needed. Talk to me. Hey, Zoe. How you doing, love? Yeah, Christy's got a pretty hectic job. Yeah, she's an amazing girl. She's got a lot of patience for people, I tell you. Not just anybody can do that job. Alice says, God bless you, Mama Joy, Summer Rose. I know you are the beautiful spirits with heart. Christy says, I wish I could save Dad's house. I just heard Kim say he would be at peace. You're welcome, love. Yeah, everybody throw out prayers for Christy, and just everybody throw out a prayer for everybody. I don't know a soul. I don't know a soul on this earth that couldn't use a good prayer. So let's just ask prayers for everybody.
This is gonna be really funny. I'm over here.
Talk to me. I understand that, Christy. Connie Johnson says, talk to us, Summer, Jack, and Lily with hearts. Christy Lynn says Tasha is pregnant, Tommy. Or Summer say, hey. Zoe says, hey, baby girl. And Aunt Rose, I feel you here. Says, hey. Christy says Tasha is pregnant, Tony. Christy says, yo. Alicia says, prayers for all. Yes. Zoe Cummins says, Grandpa Bly is here too now. Hello, Hope, Charity, and Mama Eddie. We miss and love you guys a lot with hearts. Ice and prayers out to everybody that needs it. Bless you. Pamela says, we love you, Summer, Rose, Sebastian, Mama Joey, with hearts and roses. Yes, Kim, pregnant. I suppose 100%. That's what she said. What about married yet and moved on? What do you mean? Tanya is not on, Billy. Donna says, I love you, Rose, Summer, and Jack and Lily in harmony. Turn it all over to the Lord. He will do something for you. that just proved that they know what they're talking about. Um, I know most of the time, well, nobody really does at the time, but when it's broken down to try to understand uh, communicating with the spirit realm, the it's spirits run off muscle memory. You have muscle memory while still in the physical body. That's what makes you think of something to say or do. What a lot of people don't stop to think is when you use your muscle memory to think of something that you want to say to someone, you are pushing out energy. Just like a that quick. They can hear it like that. And yeah, that ain't no good. Um, so anytime you guys are thinking and it seems like you can't get something out of your head or whatnot, that can be someone trying to trigger you to allow them to do something to let you know that they're there, who it is, what's going on. They still have the same feelings once they leave the body as they did while they was in body. Um, that's just the way it's going to be till the Lord comes back. So everything you think, they can hear it. It's it's just it's amazing what energy can do, and that's where it comes from. Thought. Even when you're dreaming, you're still pushing out energy. Christy Lynn says, unfortunately, her husband is abusive. You know what? Nobody should have to go through that. Pamela says, we love you, Rose, and Grandpa Bly with hearts. Yes, they are, Christy. Yes, they are. They should be here. Song. They all passed too young. Yeah. You know, I've been asked that before too. Um, there's a such thing as letting the Lord deal with when you want to pass the way He wants you to pass versus someone taking their own life. If it's just a freak accident, if it's old age, if it's just you know an infection or yeah, yeah. Uh, you know, it's that's one thing. But when people take their own life in various ways, drug overdose, um, yeah, um, gunshot, hanging, drowning, whatever it may be. Them them type spirits are what we call ground bound. Um, all under 60, yeah. It's so like I said, suicide is one thing, and that's the one thing that can't be taken back. A lot of people have never understood that they can even ask repentance even in death, and you can. Your soul will never ever die. Period. Once you leave this physical body, that's when you really start living. It's either going to be a good way or it's going to be a bad way. I've told this before. I helped a woman one time, really didn't at the time much want to. Uh, yeah, yeah. Uh, Down there at Cedar Hill, Miss Barkley uh, was, I think back then she just snapped. I I don't know what caused it or anything of the such. But after she told me what she had done, you know, taking the three children's lives and then uh, herself, um, my interest was nowhere near for her because of that. And then it dawned on me that I shouldn't judge. I need to do what my heart tells me to do. So I walked back down to her grave and I looked at the three children, her husband, Henry, and he said, please help her. And she didn't know, she didn't really have any Christianity in her, to know what to do or say or whatnot. She just knew she was in a bad way. I, you know, I explained to her what you got to do and how you got to do it, and she did. And it took about a week and a half, and I went back down there and I asked her, how are you doing now? And she said, I'm fine. She said, I can actually see the babies, but the place she was in, she couldn't see it, wasn't allowed to see the children. And as I was leaving her grave at Cedar Hill, where I always park, from her grave, middle ways to where I park, there was a woman come to me and said out loud through the spirit box. Plus, I could hear it with my own ear. She said, "Thank you for what you did for this family." The day you leave this body is the day that you really start living. I may be a dumb person in some ways. I don't fear man. I fear the good Lord of letting him down and not doing everything I'm supposed to do the hardest as I can the right way. But I don't fear man. Period. And he can work through us to do some of the most amazing things for people. And sometimes work through you and you don't even realize what you have done to help somebody. When you help someone, or if it's here in the physical or in death, that will be counted for when it's your turn to come. I, you know, I love doing this. You know, uh, Carol, everybody. Sorry, I was in my own world there for a little bit, but uh, I want to explain a little bit about how it works. Um, and one of the best examples is like Christy Lynn here. Um, you know, the more you deal with someone, the more you're going to get, reactions from. Um, Now this is the truth. If I'm sitting here, you can go to a grave, to a funeral, and all your family be there, and I guarantee you, more than over half never even come up and speak or nothing. It's pathetic. It is pathetic. But they have to live with that. And we can't judge them. But we all know that the only time that we get to see the majority of our family is either at a funeral or a wedding. And it's a daggum shame. Yeah, you never know what someone's going through. Just a handshake, say hey, pat on the back could go a long ways with someone. We never know what the next person is going through. No, it's not for us to judge. But even us not judging it, that don't stop from it hurting us. You know, these people that, you know, think they too good and all this rigmarole. Well, I got news for them. And I don't care who likes it. I get in my britches one leg at a time. And I guarantee you they do too. And of course, you know, Bible speaks if somebody does you wrong, pray for them. And I've had to do that. I've had to really do that, and it's paid off. It has really, really benefited me. So I didn't ask for nothing in return. I don't ever ask for anything in return. What I do is because I know it's the right time and the right thing to do. Well, here is for a learning process, through how to communicate what you can feel, how you can feel it, to realize when a spirit is around and a place you can come to and hear them verbally. Um, and believe it or not, we was talking about this the other day. There's people that take this and, you know, if they don't hear from their loved one the first time or two or whatnot, they're gone. But what they don't realize is that they're here long enough to try to make friends with people and then just cut out. We cannot control spirit activity. We can't tell them to say something or do something. I mean, it's you know about now. I think about 6 or 7 has jumped off. Hey, Joni,
Hey, Johnny.
you're welcome, love. And that's what I was telling everybody the other day. You know, especially like around Christmas time and this and that. A lot of time I do sessions for people. Um, uh, you know, just just out of the kindness of my heart. I mean, would I rather have somebody to hand me a new set of earbuds or a new pair of shoes, or would I rather be able to hear from my loved one? I take my loved one. I think in my mind and my heart that that's about the best gift that you could ever give anyone. And they just use and abuse their position here. Try to think that they can come in and get used to everybody and everything will play out in their favor. They don't work that way. The ones that hear from loved ones here on my show is believers. People that come in here, they're skeptics. Either the person that they mention speaks about them before they even get in chat, or they don't hear nothing from them at all. That's not my fault. That's not y'all's fault. That's their fault. I can't help people that don't believe. And I don't turn them away. But if it was me and like in y'all's situation, I would love to be here every time it was on, just to see if I am going to get to hear from one of my loved ones. And how does that make me feel that I do that by the grace of way I feel of me giving you guys a spirit session for your loved one, and then the next thing you know, you cut out. it's like I said, no matter how hard I try, the best gift I think could ever come come upon this earth is someone that can let you have a full blown conversation with a loved one. And that's why I say I know my loyal fams. And I thank each and every one of you. You guys have got me here to where I am today. Well, we can always talk to fish bait too, you know. But I want people to, like Joni just said, want to come here because they enjoy it. Um, where if it's a night of paranormal or just a night of just cutting up, carry on. You know, just to be here, being part of JSV, you know, I mean, for me, that goes a long way. I love you too, Carol. I love every one of you. Are you more than just a part of a group, love? To me, this is family. The ones that come and go, that's not family. You know, like I said, y'all have seen me at my lowest and at my highest. That's right, JSV family. And to me, this is family, not a group. We're all family here. But you know, I just, again, I told it the other day, but there's some that's on that hadn't been on in a long time. Sometimes it just feels like people want to take advantage of the kindness that's given here. And you'll see them for a while and then they unsubscribe. I understand that, Zoe. Trust me, I know you're a loyal fam as well. I know all my loyal fams. And thank goodness now that YouTube has gave me a guideline, I can look through names and see who's here. I can look them, count them off. So I know who's loyal and who ain't. And the ones that's jumped off and this, that's their fault. That's their fault. Like I said, let them go pay $2.99 to $24.99 per minute to see if they can hear from a loved one somewhere. I bet they can't. But that's their problem. 5:42. It's 11:42 here. Uh, I just saw the movie Wicked. For good, everyone should see it. It's fantastic. Cool. I agree. We are a huge family. Nobody takes that from us. They can't nobody take this from us unless someone allows it to happen. That's so true. My daughter got me hooked when they quit coming here. That's when their spirit family is left. This world is calling out to them, and you have to tell them they're not here. Yeah. Um, and that's the thing too. Uh, not only to make us feel like that they didn't want to be part of the family anymore, but we got to think of the spirit realm that they were continuously wanting us to reach out to, and then when they stop doing that, it's gonna hurt the spirit just as well as it does us. They got feelings just like we do, and it ain't right. It's just not right. I know you do, Zoe, and that's fine. I know you pop in when you can. Hang on a second. Let me try something here. I don't know how I got that one to talk.
Her name is Alyssa Jane Nagel, just 17 years old, from Herndon, Virginia, missing since October 21st, 2025. Alyssa also requires medication and may be in need of medical attention. Authorities are asking for the public's help in locating her. Her name is Alyssa Jane Nagel, just 17 years old, from Herndon, Virginia, missing since October 21st, 2025. Alyssa also requires medication and may be in need of medical attention. Authorities are asking for the public's help in locating her. Her name is Alyssa Jane Nagel, just 17 years old, from Herndon, Virginia, missing since October 21st, 2025. Alyssa also requires medication and may be in need of medical attention. Authorities are asking for the public's help in locating her. Her name is Alyssa Jane Nagel, just "17 years old, from Herndon, Virginia, missing since October 21st, 2025. Alyssa also requires medication and may be in need of medical attention. Authorities are asking for the public's help in locating her. Her name is Alyssa Jane Nagel, just 17 years old, from Herndon, Virginia, missing since October 21st, 2025. Alyssa also requires medication and may be in need of medical attention. Authorities are asking for the public's help in locating her. Her name is Alyssa Jane Nagel, just 17 years old, from Herndon, Virginia, missing since October 1st, 2025. Alyssa also requires medication and may be in need of medical attention. Authorities are asking for the public's help in locating her. Name is Alyssa Jane Nagel, just 17 years old, from Herndon, Virginia. Since October 21st, 2000.
What? That's
This one says, missing girl found. Um, what we have to watch out for now is this AI crap. Uh, they can use that AI crap to create good thumbnails, false claims. They're using it for various not good reason. Um, but even though it says missing found, I'm gonna call the name out, and if I get anything from it, then we'll know that whoever's uploaded this uh, did this picture and whatnot with the AI app. I don't trust no daggone body. There's too many ways with AI to fake things. Okay. Mhm. The best thing can happen is that we don't hear nothing about her, or that they say something about, she's been found. Then okay. Yeah, private sessions are very good. That way you got it one on one. You can ask the questions yourself. Uh, and too, like I said, I'm gonna check into seeing about getting some cards made up. I have to go down here to industrial uh, place down here. I had some cards made up of John's JD's paranormal back then, and I think it's like $40 for like 45 or 50 of them or something like that. But I got to get somebody to make the card for me, or make something out on it like they did before. Uh, one of my daughters made the logo with like a V slash on it. Um, but I would like to have like this picture up here on my show up here on my channel on a card. Um, and with at the bottom of the card say also in home sessions, and then have the phone number. I'll get one of them portable, you know, little track phone things, and that way they can contact that. Uh, because I would really like to get back into doing in home sessions as well. 150 for like $7. Are you listening? Look, Johnny said Vistaprint online is like 150 for $7 to have cards made. Vistaprint. Need to put that in your phone. Vistaprint. But somehow or another, we need to take that picture and get it on a card. And at the bottom, like I said, put on there in home sessions and a number for them to call and to set up something. I wished I'd been doing that when I was on YouTube, but you guys will see all kind of crazy stuff going on when you do in-home sessions. Sometimes it goes kind of okay, and then sometimes you got to kind of dodge a few things. You can upload the photo to the business card, create your own design, the site, and they print and send. Good deal. Um, Vis- Vista Print. Did you get that?
Vistaprint.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Vista Print. Okay. Thank you for that. Uh, let me try this. I don't want to not try, even though that it says found. Um, I want to check for myself. Cool. Well, that's what we're going to do then as soon as we possibly can. Going to be reaching out to Alyssa Jane Neagle from Hernandez, Virginia. 17 years of age, last seen October 21st of this year. She is on meds and may be in trouble for not having her meds with her. I want to know if she's missing or if she's found. It has said she's been found, and if so, let me know. So, anyone in the realm knows of Alyssa Jane Neagle from Hernandez, Virginia, turn her energy toward me. Cool. Reaching out to Alyssa Jane Neagle. You just said found? Alyssa Jane Neagle from Hernandez, Virginia. 17 years of age. Did you just say found? In last week. Okay. Thank you. Sometimes they'll send you a bunch extra for free. Well, we're fixing to do that too as soon as we're able to. And of course, I'll send all you guys out a few that you guys can hand out in your communities or town or whatever you want to call it, or post them on that. Like if y'all got a or Publix or whatever, right there on the wall where you can put cards or whatever, just put them wherever you can. Like I said, let's try to get this theme out there. I'm sure there's a whole lot of people would love to hear from a loved one. And I'm sure there's a whole lot of people that would like to have a in-home session done too to find out what's going on. Make a post we can share too.
That is a dress.
Let's see. I'll try that, Zoe. I'll try to make a post kind of way I want it to look. I can get Christina to help me with that part a little bit. She's pretty good when it comes to editing some stuff.
Mostly.
But if we have trouble with it, yeah, that's true. I'll try that. I'll try it. See what I can do. Yeah. Well, that girl there, Alyssa Jane Neagle, has been found. I guess I'll go ahead and cut it here, guys. It's been on nearly an hour and 43 minutes. But whatever number I called off earlier, I think at 43 and some change, Christy, if you'll listen within that minute, 43 to 44, you'll hear that whisper. Especially use some earbuds or something, headphones or something. It's a whisper, but listen to it. Good night, everybody. I love each and every one of you, and remember, be here at 2:00 tomorrow. Today now, be here at 2:00. If you got any friends or whatnot, you can get on. Get them on. Get them in here and get them subscribed up. Love every one of you.